Bartels. I'm here in Tampa, Florida, and it was such a beautiful day. I decided to shoot this video outside, and basically what I want to talk about today is focusing on your business and not jumping from one business to the other. And a lot of us, we get caught up in all the hype when these new companies launch, and this is happening every 3 or 4 weeks, and we spread ourselves too thin. There's nothing wrong, with having multiple streams of income. But basically, if I like to relate it to a garden, and I'll explain that to you. Okay, let me give you an example. It's basically like planting a garden. These guys here started out as little seeds, but I tended to them and I watered them. The same as those over here. See this right here? It's empty, but I'm not going to leave this garden. I'm going to keep planting more seeds, and eventually I'll have a nice vegetable garden out of here, or whatever I decide to grow. This is part of our garden too. Now the example I'm trying to give you is, although I have 2 separate gardens, okay, they basically both work hand in hand with each other. And I've tended to both these gardens. I've watered them, I nurtured them, I've done whatever I had, and now I am reaping what I've sown. And basically, the example I'm giving you about a garden is, if I were to come here and I just planted these seeds in this garden, this used to be just soil, if I just planted seeds, never came back, never watered them, never took care of them, right? Okay? And then I decided to jump over to another garden, which the example I'm giving is another business. It would probably look something like this. See, it's totally out of control. Nothing good's going to come out of that. But over here, I planted the seeds. I watched them grow. I nurtured them. I stayed with this garden. And that's why this garden is such a beautiful garden. That's why you have success when you put all your attention into where you're sowing your seeds. You could only do so much at one time. That's where my focus needed to be. Otherwise, what happens? I end up with a bunch of weeds. And when I have a bunch of weeds, it's like a bunch of wasted time. And that's how I apply this to my business. But first of all, you don't want to have your name attached to 27 different products. You want to brand yourself. People want to see that you can stand behind your company and that you're all in, you're all with it. And the problem is when you start building a business, you get so excited about it and you start introducing it to friends, and hopefully you're having some success, and then someone brings something else your way and you start focusing some, or sometimes even all of your attention over there, and all the work you've done, all the excitement you had, all the seeds that you've planted in your new business kind of lose all the focus in your life. And it makes it very difficult to success when we're jumping from one business to another. So I would just encourage you, to get plugged into something, that you enjoy doing, a company you could stand behind, leadership you could stand behind. You know what I'm getting at. And stick with it, man. Never quit. Just, that was your dream. You saw something in there in the first place. Don't lose sight of that dream. Excuse me. I apologize. Like I say, I'm outside, Now, I have a primary business, which I love so much, but I have another business that works good with it because it helps me promote my other business. That's the same as having 2 gardens. As long as I'm nurturing both gardens, and as long as weeds aren't getting in the way, so to speak, these businesses work together. If you'd like to find out more about what I'm doing, I'll be willing to show you what I'm doing. But the point is, this is not one of my videos that I'm trying to recruit you into my business. It's to encourage you, that stick with what's working for you, stick with what you have a passion for. You know, don't be lured away by all these flashy new companies that come and go, and you know, the guy standing in front of the Ferrari, or someone flashing wads of money, or there's a million people during pre-launch. And remember, in pre-launch, you'll be lucky if 2% of the people that you sign up for free under pre-launch stay with you, and that's a high number, 2%. But let me get back to, you know, focus on the seeds that you've planted, nurture them, and watch them grow, and that's the keys to success. This is Jay Bartels. God bless. Have an awesome day. We'll talk to you soon.